So, Reynolds, that was a good battle, wasn't it?
Yeah, really good performance. Really good opposition. You know what Jim's built here at Southport. Really good test for us. Our final test going into the new campaign, but delighted. You know, we'll take it right back to him to the start of the day and why, you know, and what we did and why we're here. The football was parked, wasn't it? And you know, we visited the memorial site. We've been looked after by Southport directors. We've worked to pay our respects and our tributes, and that's what it was about. And then we got here. It was a wonderful start with the speech and the laying of the reef, and then the game started. And you know, we couldn't ask for anything more. Two really competitive sides that I think will do well in their respective leagues. We wish Southport all the best, and you know, we've made a lot of friends today. Hopefully we can continue that relationship. But no, Tim, on the whole, we've been happy with today. Listen, there's always elements of games you can pick up. I thought the first 20 minutes we were outstanding. We scored at a good time. We made a mistake on the first goal. That was a wonder strike, and then we made a mistake on the second goal. And then we came out second half, and like always, there's a raft of changes. It kind of ruins the ebb and flow of the game for both sides as well. But we contained it well, and like I said, we've been delighted with the 9 minutes preparation work today.
Yeah, I mean, I think I noticed particularly in the first half, I heard you shouting quicker quite a bit. I mean, this pitch is an absolute billiard table. They were watering it beforehand, so it was an amazing surface. What do you think it was?
I just said it there, Tim, word for word. We were nervous. We were without wanting to penetrate our passes, and at times you've got to be able to be prepared to play that final pass, get your wingers in, get them 1v1 situation, get them to run. But I've said this millions of times that you've got to trust the players out there, and they make that decision. And sometimes they see something that maybe I don't see because I'm not out there. But our style of play is play forward quickly, move the ball quickly. I thought we slowed it down too much in the second half. I thought we were too safe with our passes. You know, you got the pace of like Jake Connolly, and you got the pace of Gabidon. You know, the pace of Lewis Rawthorne when he comes out. We've got to go and test that pace, put it over the top, let him run onto it. But you know, that's the beauty of football management. Sometimes it's frustrating, but there was elements of the game that I was delighted with. But as all games, there's always areas for improvement, and what we've got to do is pick out them key areas and put it into practice and get on the training pitch and try and make us better.
Yeah, I mean, this pre-season campaign, I think it's been punctuated for me by the fact that I think we've played a lot more teams proportionally above us in the leagues. And, you know, I think every single one has been a good challenge as opposed to being a rollover.
I've said this, Tim, I've congratulated Brian. The pre-season schedule and Jim Brunt that they've put together, it's been really demanding. You know, the likes of Salford, the likes of Barrow, Basingstoke, Farsley, Trafford in there. And then, with Southport, there's been really, really good competition, and we haven't been able to rest. And what that's enabled us to do is try and get on the front foot, try and be better all the times. But for me, I don't want to be wrong, but we're playing against a really good Southport side that, Jim's rebuilt that side. He's got some pockets of brilliance in there, and I think they'll be very competitive in the National League North. I think we've built a squad now, and we've got to drill it down to 16 for Morpeth next week. But we're really happy with what we've done. Lads aren't always going to shine and give what they can give, and maybe as fatigue crept in, 2 or 3 of them, towards the back end of the pre-season, I don't know. But, it's been a tough campaign, been a tough pre-season, and like another one, I've just chalked another one off. I think that's whatever, 31, 32 pre-seasons I've done now. And, obviously, albeit as player, but then as manager, you just want to park it now and get on with the campaign and see where we are. We don't know what the likes of Morpeth and Whitby and Worksop, etc., are going to look like, but we do know what we look like, and we know what we can do, and that's what we're looking forward to. We've got a keeper who you can see what brilliance he's brought. Centre halves have strengthened, centre mid strengthened, and centre forward strengthened. He's in with Alfie's goal today, so we're happy. I just think we're going to get better as the season goes on. We're not in the finished article yet. We still need to learn about how we all play, but on the whole, I'll go away. We spoke 6 weeks ago, and I'll go away and kind of think about where we could get better. But just can't wait for the season to start now. Can't wait to get the coach them open next week.
Yeah, I mean, as it always is with the NPL, basically it starts thick and fast with like 3 games in 8 days, and then they're straight into it. it's a good time to face Worksop, isn't it? Because obviously they're sort of like just probably getting into it. They're going to be one of the league favourites.
For me, they are. Them in Macclesfield. There's no getting away from it. You know, the spending power that they've got, it's brilliant. But not spending power, the players that they've got, the really superb football players. So we know that what side they can be. We know we beat them last season at home, but then they put us to the sword at their place. We know that it's going to be really difficult. It's a really difficult opening, but I've said many times, and I'll continue to say, the NPL is a wonderful standard of football. So there's no givens, there's no easy games. We're going to have to be at our best and our mettle every single game, starting with Morpeth. But it's not only one at Morpeth, it's not only one at Worksop, it's not only one at Whitby. It's going to be one across the course of the season, and we want to remain competitive. We want this new squad to gel with the fans, and the fans to know the squad. And, you know, listen, not every player is going to be for everybody, but they're here now, and we've got to get on with it and, you know, let the show commence.
Yeah, well, it's going to be what I can't work out what 7 times 24 is. I'm just going to say just under 7 days from now. Basically, we're going to be stood on the plastic pitch somewhere at Morpeth.
I'm going to reference some sleepless nights. There might be 1 or 2 now this week because, you know, people have given a good account of themselves this week, and it's not going to be fair on anyone who doesn't make the journey. But that's why we built the squad, and we hope that people will be patient. And we've just got to try and do our business now, and, you know, get that team being a team right throughout the season. So, you know, we know it's going to be difficult, but we're ready for it, Tim, and, you know, we want to get everyone behind us. So, one last push on season tickets. If you haven't got your season ticket, please go and get it. You know, we want Broadhurst Park packed, you know, on them home games, and we know that if you like what you see, you'll come back. So our jobs are to make sure you like what you see. So please push them season tickets, and thank you everyone for today. You know, thank you everyone for today. The football was always going to come second. It was all about what's happened this week, and our thoughts and prayers from FC United go to all of Southport and the families affected. So, yeah, good luck to them, and good luck to us, and we'll see everyone at Morpeth next week.
So, Chaz, we come to the end of the pre-season. How have you found it?
Yeah, relieved, because I'm obviously looking forward to the start of the season. It's been a tough pre-season. We've worked hard, but it's also been enjoyable as well. I feel like we've been building and getting better week by week. So I'm excited, and I'm also relieved. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes we have pre-seasons where we seem to win every game. You know, sometimes the opposition probably aren't as strong as it could be. This pre-season, we've had fewer games, but I think every one of them has been pretty tough.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things we spoke about, that we wanted to make sure that the opposition was relevant in terms of where we wanted to be. And obviously we played a good Southport side today. We played some league sides. I know we've had a couple of teams from the levels below, but I think it's been a good balance, and it's helped us be able to implement what we've been trying to do in training, but against better opposition, which hopefully should put us in good stead for when we come and play teams at our level.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's been any game where we've looked out of our depth at all. Basically, we've competed for large chunks of those games. I think some of them ask the questions basically about how do we unpick those defences.
Yeah, I think today was I think first 25 minutes we controlled the majority of the game, I think, and then the second period of the first half, I think they kind of worked out what was hurting them, and asked us some questions as well. But it made a good half. I mean, I think it was a reasonably close game over 90 minutes. I don't think there was much in it. I think they would say exactly the same. We had things that were causing them issues and vice versa, and that's what tactics do, and, you know, different shapes and formations. But yeah, I think it was good. Like I said, it's been progressive in terms of the opposition. As you start getting towards the end of pre-season, you know that they're going to be at 80, 90, 100%. So we knew that, you know, for them, they start their season next week, so they weren't going into this, you know, as a pre-season friendly week. We both prepared as if it was going to be our first league game. So yeah, it was a competitive game.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just under sort of like 7 days now till we'll be sort of like in Morpeth. It seems to have come around very quickly. I don't know if that's because we've had fewer games. Just got to mention or finish on one thing. Obviously, your wedding. Who knew it was a player recruitment exercise?
Yeah. I mean, I think I always had it in the back of my mind that I knew. Obviously, he's one of my best mates, Adam. So I knew where he was in terms of his career. Did I think that we'd probably be able to get it over the line? Probably not. But I mean, he's going to be a great asset to us. He's a top footballer. His career speaks for itself, and I think, like we spoke about at board and with the management, that I think it will get 10% out of the people around us. So I think it's a great opportunity for the club to be able to push on now. It adds a little bit of pressure, of course it does, because we've got some good players now, and with good players comes a little bit of expectation from everybody around us. But I think that's we want that. We want that little bit of pressure, and I'm excited, and I'm sure the supporters are and everyone else. So 7 days time, at the start of the next 39 weeks, whatever it might be. So yeah, let's all get behind the players, and let's have a good goal this season.
It's not feels when you don't sell your ass to a no.